Willie D Live.
What's up, family? If it's your first time checking out the show, let me know what city, what state you're coming in from. If you're outside of the U.S., let me know what country you're representing. Throw up your flag. Family, I need you to smash up the likes, smash up the likes, smash up the likes. Also, if you have not done so already on YouTube after you subscribe, there's a little bell next to your subscribe button. Go ahead and click that thing right now so you can get your notifications each time I drop a new video like this. That way you'll be in the loop. I let a few hundred of y'all come in, then I'm going in. But in the meantime, in between time, I'm going to give some quick shout outs to the early birds. Let's see who we starting with. Who is that? ALXL. I see Oakland in the house. Connie, what's up, Connie? I know I caught y'all off guard, but this news caught me off guard. I know I was caught up in doing some other things earlier. I was doing some other things earlier, but I did not, and I got some other things to do right now, but I wanted to pause for a minute and pay homage. I got to pay homage. You know, I do it for all these other guys that's out of town. When somebody like Mike, I gotta show love. Gotta show love for Michael 5000 watts. Some of y'all are not familiar with Michael 5000 watts, but you may be familiar with the label SWISHA House. He is the co-founder of SWISHA House. He, SWISHA House was, in his day, it was a force to be reckoned with. Yeah. You know, the SWISHA House, I know you know the artist, Chameleonaire, Paul Wall. You had, who am I missing? Yes, Mike Jones. I think, let me see, who else? I know Lil Kiki was on SWISHA House for a minute, for a hot second. Trying to think of some of the bigger artists that y'all may know on SWISHA House. But as I was saying, like, SWISHA House was, that late 90s. Oh, yeah. They was doing anything late 90s, early 2000s, SWISHA House. Archie Lee, that's who I was trying to think of, Archie Lee. So y'all may know those artists. Paul Wall, Mike Jones, Chameleonaire, Archie Lee. And again, Lil Kiki was on SWISHA House for at least one album. So I just want to hop on here like we do, fam, and just pay homage. First and foremost, let me extend all condolences to his wife, Tammy, and the rest of the family. Here's a pic of Mike and Tammy. I thought Mike was doing okay, health-wise. I thought he was all right, because I seen him, but not seen him, but talked to him. Damn, I guess it's been about a month now, but I spoke with him and he seemed strong, seemed healthy. Had a lot of fight left in him. He wanted to do he had some things going on, had some things cooking up. So it ain't like he just gave up on life or anything. But his death was confirmed by family who posted on his social media account that he had passed away. So he died today at Memorial Hermann Hospital in the Woodlands. Woodlands is probably about maybe 15 minutes outside of Houston. So 15 minutes north of Houston. His family had confirmed that he had been hospitalized earlier in the week with serious health issues and passed away surrounded by loved ones. The cause of death was reported as a fatal heart rhythm disorder called, what is it? Torsade de Point, something like that. Torsade de Point, which is caused sudden cardiac death. I never heard of that condition before, but that's how it's pronounced. Torsade de Point. A torsade de Point. That's it. It's the French. It's French for like twisted something, like twisted. What is it? Twisted vines or something like that. But I know that means something. It's twisted something. You know what? Let me look it up instead of me guessing. What's the meaning of it? Because I heard that twisting of the points. That's what it means. So it describes a life-threatening heart rhythm where the heart's electrical signals become chaotic, causing the ECG tracing to appear as if it's twisting around the baseline, often from a prolonged QT interval. Okay. For those of you who don't know, I just want y'all to know that Mike was a integral figure in H-Town hip hop and beyond. One of those dudes who one might refer to as an unsung hero. You may not, may not know him. If you're not from Houston, you may not know him. But and if you're not like entrenched in hip hop, like really know hip hop from a production standpoint, a DJ standpoint, you may not know him. But he absolutely made his mark. Michael 5000 Watts was a central figure in Houston's hip hop scene. He also played a pivotal role in spreading the chopped and screwed sound that hip hop, that Houston hip hop is known for. You know, obviously DJ Screw gets credit for being the guy who put it out there first, but Michael 5000 Watts kept it going after DJ Screw died. In fact, I'm trying to remember, how did I end up at Mike's house? I remember when Mike was a kid, because I got a few years on him. He's 52, I'm 59. So I remember going to his house. He was living with his mama, and the room was straight to the back. So once you go down the hallway, his room was straight to the back. And he had all of his DJ equipment and stuff set up in there. And he used to just have those headphones on and just play music. That's what I went over there for, some music, to listen to some music. He'd be over there just playing that music back to back, just making beats and stuff, like doing stuff like that, messing around, making mixtapes. That was his thing back then, mixtapes. That's what I went over there for. I went over there to check out some of his chopped and screwed mixtape stuff. And he would have those headphones on, and he was really quiet. He was a real quiet dude. Hardly would say anything. In his later years, he became more talkative. But I remember distinctly early on, he was almost a recluse. He was very, very quiet and to himself. Yeah, so I mentioned Mike Jones, Chameleonaire, Slim. Oh, Slim. I think did Slim do something? I think he may have worked with them, but I don't think he was ever on the label. I'm not sure. Paul Wall, Chameleonaire, and Mike Jones, those were Swisher House's breakout artists. So you know how we do fam in times like this? We just kind of like get together and fellowship and go down memory lane, you know, and share our experiences and just show love. Show love. Fans are pouring in tributes to Mike. I ain't gonna hold you long, fam. I just wanted to jump on here and show love, pay homage, and recognize an H-Town legend, a pioneer in the game, somebody who definitely made his mark and who influenced a legion of new hip hop heads and DJs and guys on the mixtape scene. Michael 5000 Watts did that. I was just looking at B King, who passed away in 24. And wow, it's already going on 2 years that he has died. The crazy thing about it is like I spoke to B King about a month before he died. Yeah. I spoke to B King about a month before he died, and I remember it. That's crazy. I remember the first time I went to B King house. He was staying in an apartment, and he was just starting out. He wasn't papered up like he was before he died. Uh, um, he was just starting out. I think he's in a 1-bedroom apartment by himself, and just in there making music. I don't even remember. I don't even remember furniture. It was some furniture in there, but it was like, how a starter apartment look. When you just get in your spot and you just happy that you got a key to the house and ain't nobody bothering you. Like I was when I turned 18 and I got my first spot. I had a mattress. I had a mattress, a pillow, and an old TV. That was it, and it was on the floor. Everything was on the floor, and each week I bought another piece. I bought something new because I was working as a newspaper salesman. So each week I bought a new piece, one item, and I bought a table to put the TV on. Well, first I bought a frame for the mattress to put the mattress and the box spring on top of. Then I bought the frame. Then I bought a table, and then I went into the bed, the living room. I bought a sofa and a chair. Then I bought a dining table, and I just kept building. My little old apartment was kind of live, man. Little old apartment was kind of live. But it's crazy how distinctively I remember uh, those two those two moments in time. Yeah, two good dudes too. Let me ask y'all something, fam. In times like these, when y'all lose somebody that you know that's important to you, uh, do you ever feel like just getting out the house, man, and just going to have a drink or something? Just get out and you know, I feel like I need to get out. Go to one of them cheers type spots, where everybody know your name, where at least somewhere where, there's like-minded individuals uh, who share your pain, who share what you're going through, other people that know the person that died, or just being around and just being in a fellowship type atmosphere. Who is it? Jessica says, I keep busy. I'm less likely to cry in public. I really don't cry. I don't. I stopped crying like decades ago. I don't remember the last time. I think the last time I cried is when my mama died. I just and I've had a lot of death. My great aunt just died 2 weeks ago. She was 91 years old and was crazy. Damn, hold on, man. Wait a minute. Hold on. I'm starting to see a pattern here. She died about 2 weeks ago. Actually, she died about 3 weeks ago. And I visited her because she lived outside of Houston. She lived in this place called New Waverly, that's north of Houston, about maybe a good 45 minutes to an hour. Well, from my house, an hour, but from Houston, maybe good 45 minutes. But I visited her. I visited her back in, I think that would have been October. Yeah, I visited her, and I hadn't seen her in a long time. I hadn't visited her in about 5 years. But I took a trip to Dallas, and on my way back, I drove, and on my way back, I stopped in the country to see her, and she was in good spirits. She wasn't like looked like she was about to die or anything. She was in good spirits, and I sat there and talked to her for a couple of hours. I'm glad I made that stop though, because when she died, I was at peace. I would have been really messed up if I would have not went and visited her and hadn't seen her in all of those years. and hadn't had an opportunity to have a conversation with her, yeah, I would have messed me up. What I'm trying to say is, family, check on your people. Check on your people. That way you ain't got no regrets. Check on your people. You know, when you think about somebody, don't just think about them, call them. It ain't gonna take too long. Just call them. Call them when you jump in the car, when you way to the store, you know? Or you got to drive, for 30 minutes. Get on the phone and call your people still listening to music. You know what I'm saying? You in there on the toilet sitting down, you ain't doing nothing. Go on there, man. Make that phone call. Instead of watching one of these reality shows, one of these old brain dead reality shows where they on there squabbling and going on, man, call your people, check on your people. If you get an opportunity, stop by, drive by, find a reason to check on your people. You got a family member you ain't seen in a long time. You know that it's love, but life then got you caught up where you're too busy. You've just been too busy, doing your thing. And, a week turned into a month turned into a year turned into 5. Hey, find a reason to stop by and check on them. You got time. If you finna, okay, look, I need to go check on my people. I know they live way over there. So if you need to find 2 things to do while you're over there, find something else to do while you're over there, so you don't just driving all the way over there just to make that one stop. Find something else to do. Go see your people. Check on your people. Connie says she can't get to her people there on the East Coast. They're all on the East Coast and down south. I try to talk to them every day. It's something to do down south. It's something to do on the East Coast. Find something to do. Take a trip. Let's say, like, instead of driving to the next big city that's closest to you, man, hop on a plane or take that trip. Make it a what do they call those trips? Make it a road trip. Find something else to do. Find a play that's going on, a concert or something that's happening out there, whatever, and find an excuse to go out there. And while you're out there, check on your people. You got to check on your people, man. You got to check on your people. Now, I will say this. If it don't bother you, don't check on your people. If it don't bother you, don't check on them. If you haven't spoken to them in a long time and it don't faze you one way or the other, you got to do what makes you sleep good. So if it makes you sleep good to not check on them, don't check on them. You know what I mean? But for me, I got to check on my people, because if something happened to them and I hadn't checked on them in a while and we hadn't spoken a long time, yeah, I'm gonna feel some type of way about that. I'm gonna feel like I didn't know their mindset in their last days. It's that type of thing. I'm glad I got a chance to talk to Mike. I'm glad I got a chance to talk to him, because his death to me would seem distant if I hadn't spoken to him. If I hadn't spoken to him in years, it would have hit me different. It would hit me differently. Troy, you're gonna have to stop all that cussing, homie. We don't do that over here now. You gotta cut that out. Do some, edit your own stuff. I'm try to give you a chance to edit your own words, you know. It's all right to be passionate, but edit yourself. My pastor might be in this chat. My pastor might be, watching the chat. He might be spying on me. I got you, Troy. I got you. Appreciate you. Yeah, fam. So yeah, we lost another legend. Man, H-Town got to be in the run for losing legends. We ain't talking about record sales. We ain't talking about, national notoriety. We talking about what these people meant to Houston. We talking about H-Town, what they meant to Houston. We lost a lot. I'm talking about, man, we well over a dozen over the last 20 years. Well over a dozen. Yeah, that's crazy. Ooh, man, now that I think about it, yeah, that's we got two just from the Ghetto Boys. I don't know how many from Screwed Up Clip. Man, oh yeah. Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot. All right, family, that's my time. That's my time. Y'all be careful out there, fam. Check on your people, but also, check on yourself. All right, fam. That's my time. No more talk.